Cicadastone with Chance Collide. We'll have a review now, and then we'll have an interview which was filmed at the back of Rockstar Bar with bands and people walking in front of the camera, so it's going to be a bit chaotic later on watching that, so enjoy what you can watch of that without getting motion sickness. And we'll play a clip after the review is done, but we're going to get into the review. So the album is Chance Collide, 13 tracks for 64 minutes, the debut album from Melbourne 4-piece, self-produced and released independently January 2016. This is a bit older, but we only got the chance to interview them at a bar recently. So we're not doing the traditional feature artist segment, quote unquote, anymore. It's a case of we'll do some interviews, which you'll see a bit of an example of this, what I'm talking about next week. But we'll do interviews and then we'll have reviews, and it's just also going to be a bit more open in the format overall. Cool. From this album, though, just the one single or video, and that's Drown My Hopes. Go for it.
Old school grunge rock, in the style of Alice in Chains, but with a fresh spin on it, you could say. Hook-driven riffs with some very cool vocals. Riffs are quite hypnotic at times. You really just lock into what's going on. It just drives you in. I also like how they can go seamlessly from dirty sound to a cleanish sound.
Yeah.
You have to credit how well Matt and Mark's vocals work together. You can tell they're brothers, obviously, but they've been doing this for a long time, and they're just... It's almost...
perfectly in sync.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect way to say it. I would have liked a couple of acoustic songs in the album just to break it up a little bit, and having seen them at the Rockstar Bar performing acoustically, they're really good at what they do, so it'd be a great addition to the album. Overall, I gave it 8 out of 10. My standouts were Second Guessing, Carbon Copy, and Drown My Hopes.
Nice. Well, if you like your 90s rock or grunge, you're going to enjoy this album. For me, this is very Alice in Chains with a bit of Soundgarden in there. For a band that went originally overseas to produce this record and weren't happy with that result, they've come back and done it themselves. This sounds fucking fantastic. But no qualifying statements needed for this. It just sounds fantastic on its own. It sounds perfect for the genre, eerily so. It's a bit kind of scary how good this sounds for the genre while Dave does Jimmy's job. Great guitar work. That really kicks the bin. Kick the bucket. Great guitar work, great vocals, and the vocal harmonies are fucking perfect.
Yep.
The rhythm section keeps everything locked down and allows those other elements to really shine. This is a complete project from a complete and cohesive band. I've got to really reiterate just how good this record sounds. This is one of the best sounding records I've heard this year. Now, this is it sounds modern with the right touches from the era, and this is just a band playing what they love, and I'll always respect that from any artist that just genuinely plays what they want to play. The only real gripe I have with the album is that it seems to only really have one gear, not enough overall diversity in how the songs change in tempo or feel. And for an album that's over an hour long, I'd really like to have mixed things up a bit more on the listen. But all the songs individually are great. They stand up, and on shuffle, you'd let them play through with no drama. So the individual songs are fantastic. It's just as I sit down and listen to the whole thing from start to finish, because I usually listen to things through a couple of times, this one does feel like it just drags a little bit. It's not enough variation from the formula. But seriously though, even if you don't want to sit through the whole album, you don't have to, because you can just put this on random shuffle, and every single song that comes out of this is going to fucking sound fantastic, because each song is individually fantastic.
I reckon everyone will find a favourite song or a few favourite songs.
There's something in here for everyone just about to check out.
Everyone will pick their own standouts.
That's the good thing too. I think we've got some very different ones here. But I think there's also some great hooks, some awesome lyrics in the songwriting as well. And like I said, this is a band doing what they love, and they're doing a really good job of it. One of the front-running bands in my mind to carry this genre of music forward. Oh, yeah. I can't think of anyone that does this better than they do right now. No. That's my opinion. If you don't want to wait for the next Alice in Chains record, and as disillusioned with Pearl Jam as I am, then this is a band you need to check out right now. I'd love to see these guys do a gig with Hail Mary. I reckon that'd cross over really well. Funny actual crossover that is that Mick, who used to be in Hail Mary, is now in Cicadastone. So there you go. I give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I picked Carbon Copy, Painless, O Satellite, Picture Without a Frame, Chance Collide, and Headlights On. So a few standouts in there. There's a few tracks to choose from. So that's
complete different to mine.
Yeah. So there you go. Everyone will pick something different for themselves. On that note, here's an interview we do with them. Hopefully it all goes to plan. Otherwise, you're going to get a clip anyway. So we'll come back shortly. Cool.